Colin.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Colin Simon. I'm from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Good morning, everybody. Tell me your name. Tell me where you're from.
Hi, Colin. It's Duncan Wood here from North Wales.
Morning, Duncan. Welcome. North
Morning,
Wales.
Colin. This is Alam here from London.
Morning, Alan from the UK, London, the capital. Welcome.
Hi, Colin. Eugene, South Africa.
Morning, Eugene from sunny South Africa. Welcome again, my friend.
Hello, Colin. Briar from WA in Australia.
Fantastic. Well, good evening to you, Briar, in Australia. Truly a global meeting today. Any other countries?
Edinburgh, UK.
Ah, welcome, Edinburgh from Scotland. Thank you, Adrian. Morning.
Sunny Scotland.
Sunny Scotland. Okay. Great stuff.
Hi, it's Daryl here from Stafford, UK.
Ah, welcome, Daryl. Almost a Midlander like myself in the UK.
Not far from you.
That's right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What I plan to do, folks, this morning is really just run through an opportunity that came my way just over a month ago, just over 8 weeks ago. So really, I'm very, very new to this myself. But I must say, this has blown my mind. To give you an idea, I've been involved personally in home-based business for the last 30 odd years. I've been involved in the multi-level marketing and network marketing arena. I have tried all sorts of businesses in that time with the goal to just create that forever passive income. That's why I've always done it. I've tried all sorts of products in my time, from skincare, perfume, nutrition. I used to help people lose weight because I'm into fitness. Recently, in the last 18 months, I've been heavily involved in the cryptocurrency market because that was a real area to be involved in. And what I've realized in all of these home-based businesses I've done, every single one of them requires me to send my money to a company. If it's for a product, I'll buy the product at wholesale, then I'll go and sell it at retail. If it's in cryptocurrency, they would usually ask me to give them my hard-earned cryptocurrency, my hard-earned Bitcoin. I'll give it to the company. And the deal is that after a while, they'll give me back my Bitcoin with profit. That's usually the deal. Now, to be fair, in the last 18 months, I did very well with that system. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, I have to trust that company. I have to trust that company will actually pay me back what they said they're going to pay back. And the reality is that me working from home, I have no control of what that company is going to do with my money. And then the bottom line is, in the majority of them have actually let me down. That's the bottom line. Great stories when I start, how it's going to happen, but at the end of the day, they let me down. It could be for a number of reasons. It could be down to bad management, or that management could have chose bad partners, bad processes that ran off with the money. It could be that they just don't know what they're doing as a company and they've grown too fast. That happens a lot. Or it could be that they've just damn right sold my money, closed the website down and disappeared. That's happened far too many times. It got to the point where I decided I would not give my hard-earned money to a company again. I have to stay in control of my money. So thankfully, over 8 weeks ago, just a short 2 months ago, a very good friend of mine, good business contact of mine, who's on the call today, a guy called Duncan Wood, called me up. He knew I'm busy building teams of people across the globe. He said, Colin, I need you to stop what you're doing. I need you to have a look what's landed on my desk. Because it was Duncan, I said, okay, tell me more about it. He said, no, I'm not going to tell you anything. I want you to watch an 8-minute video. How soon can you watch an 8-minute video? That's the first lesson for everybody here. He didn't try and sell me the idea. He didn't try and explain it to me. He said, how soon can you watch an 8-minute video? And me being me, I said, I'll watch it now. So he sent it over on email. I stopped what I was doing. I watched this 8-minute video and I was blown away. It was something I'd never, ever seen before. And that's really what I want to explain to everybody today. So from that, me watching that video, me and Duncan then had a conversation. And I said, Duncan, what you've just shared with me, I need to share that with a handful of people that I know are going to love this. So I said to him, Duncan, if I can get these people together in the afternoon, would you be good enough to show them what you just showed me? He said, absolutely. He was expecting about 2 or 3 people on a call in the afternoon. I think we ended up with about 10. But even that's quite small. But I decided I'm going to speak to 10 people. And what did I say to these 10 people? I said, look, I've just seen something that I've never seen before. It's a way that we can generate income or donations instantly. Because I'm used to building business, it takes months and months and months and months before you really get any kind of growth, any kind of income from it. This was something I could see that from day one, I could see results from day one. So I got these people on the call. They all came on the call. I sat back. We played an 8-minute video, had a conversation. All of the people that were on that call said, I'm in. So I joined. I donated $250, which I'll explain that as we go along. By the end of that first day, I'd received $750 in donations that same day. Now that itself is absolutely fantastic. There are very few businesses or any platforms where you can get a result like that. So that told me straight away, this is something very, very serious. And from then on, it's just exploded across the globe. And my story is no different to lots and lots of people's stories all across the globe. There are many, many people, quite a few on here that I've introduced today that I know have already received 5 figures in donations from across the globe. So it's not just about one person as an individual, it's a whole team thing. It's actually people helping people across the globe. So what I plan to do now is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to run through some slides. It'll take about 35 minutes. You get an idea of exactly what it is that has got me very excited. So what I'll do, I'll make sure everybody's on mute. I will then share my screen. If one of you would be good enough to unmute your mic, tell me you can see the screen so I know everyone can see. Then mute your mic and then I can go through the presentation. So I'll just make sure everybody's on mute. And I will share my screen.
See you, Colin.
Hold on, mate. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, can you let me know if you can see the screen?
Yep, perfect.
Thank you. If you just mute your mic again now, that would be great. Okay, as I said, I want to talk to you today about an industry, a platform called crowdfunding, and particularly a company called 50/50. Now, crowdfunding is a word I'd heard before, but I'd never really looked into it until the last 2 months. Crowdfunding is a huge, growing industry. Here, I'll put together just a handful of names of some well-known leading crowdfunding platforms. Just Giving, GoFundMe, Kickstarter, Indiegogo. These are all fairly new, but yet they are the leaders in this industry. Now, what would happen is that people around the globe can use these platforms to raise money, to raise donations for any purpose that they like, whether it be for a charity, a church, an organization, a club. People are able to use these platforms to raise funds. When I look a little bit deeper, GoFundMe is probably the leading platform on there. Now here I'm showing you an example of a member actually of 50/50 crowdfunding who has used GoFundMe. If you can, I would definitely take a photo of your screen and have a look at this story, because it's a very powerful story. And it just show you the power of crowdfunding. What I look at on this screen is that she's raised $2,500 in 4 months from 30 people across the globe. This person has managed to share this campaign, this story, 227 times via social media, Facebook and Twitter. So that tells me this is really a people helping people situation. This tells me that this is the future. This is how it is. And this isn't unusual. Here's another story of a young lady that qualified for the Commonwealth Games in Australia. She qualified for the England team, but she couldn't afford to go. So she set up her own GoFundMe page. She raised £2,000 in 11 months, and she received donations from just 38 people from across the globe. But those 38 people have shared her story with 446 times via Facebook and Twitter. So again, it shows the power of social media, the power of people helping people for any cause that they want. So the question is, you will have people tell you, well, you're not allowed to receive funds from people like this across the globe. It's got to be illegal because it's new. It's very, very different. So what I suggest you do is just go to a reliable source such as Wikipedia. Find out, well, what do they say about crowdfunding? And here it is. And how big is crowdfunding? I was staggered to find out that in the last 3 years alone, $34 billion has been donated through crowdfunding. And the majority of that is from person to person, peer-to-peer crowdfunding. That's one person donating to another person across the globe. Another key indicator of how big this crowdfunding arena is when you get the likes of PayPal, a well-established payment processor, now offering fundraising services, now offering a crowdfunding situation. There's another well-known platform that hopefully everybody recognizes, Facebook. Again, what I've done here, I've just taken a screenshot showing you, if you put the word fundraiser into the search bar of Facebook, you'll come up with this page. Here, any member of Facebook can create their own fundraiser, whether it be for any cause of your choice. And at the bottom of the page, very clearly, it states that you can raise money for a personal cause. This is very different from most people. The idea that you can actually raise money for a personal cause just seems very strange, but this is what is happening now. And you will start to see that more and more people on their birthdays will fundraise for a personal cause. So today I want to talk about a brand new platform that's also entering this arena. This is called 50/50 crowdfunding. So what I want to do first of all is just share with you a 4-minute video. This is the kind of video that I first saw 8 weeks ago. I'm only going to share a 4-minute video, so it's going to be very quick. So just sit back and I'll be back with you in 4 minutes.
If you want hundreds or even thousands of dollars immediately delivered to your bank account or front door right now, then please join 50/50 crowdfunding to raise all the funds you need and want for any purpose. 50/50 crowdfunding is the world's first peer-to-peer, fully automated, cooperative crowdfunding system, where you always receive 50%. 50/50 is the first system that rewards both the giver and receiver. And just $29 gets you your very own cooperative crowdfunding system that includes personalized real-time dashboard, personalized sites, tools, and support. A one-time out-of-pocket donation gets you started and allows you to raise all the funds you want for any purpose and receive 50% from all the funds donated by the people you invite. And here's the best part. You immediately receive 50% of every donation in your one-of-a-kind 2x2 Follow Me matrix forever, because there's no middleman and no waiting. To get the most out of 50/50 and keep receiving from now until forever, it's just 3 simple doable steps to massive success. Step 1, register and become an active donor. Step 2, help 2 or more become active donors. And step 3, help your 2 or more each get 2 or more active donors. That's it. Just 2 who get 2, and that completes your matrix. Then a wonderful thing happens. You're re-entered to receive again without additional effort or qualifications. And that happens because of the one and only Mobius loop, which is proprietary to 50/50. And what that does, that always ensures that you remain with your team. You follow your inviter, and your team follows you. Here's another important point. 100% of every donation is immediately assigned, and 50% always goes to you in your 2x2 matrix. And here's something really exciting. We always have a position for the next person you want to help, because as soon as 6 positions are filled, another one automatically opens up for you to receive 6 more donations. To help you reach your goals faster, there are 5 rewarding receiving levels for you to receive donations. When you donate $250, you'll receive 6 donations of $125 for a total of $750. When you donate $500, you'll receive 6 donations of $250 and receive $1,500 each time you cycle. And when you donate $1,000, you'll receive 6 donations of $500 and receive $3,000 each time you cycle. When you donate $2,000, you receive 6 donations of $1,000 and receive a total of $6,000. And the best part is, when you donate $4,000, you receive 6 donations of $2,000 and receive a total of $12,000 in donations for that level. And remember, you immediately receive 50% of every donation over and over again forever. And the best part is, you can receive donations simultaneously from all levels every minute of every day. And if you cycle just once a month on each level, you'll receive $23,250 every month. So join 50/50 crowdfunding and start receiving funds right now. So click the link from the person who invited you, and let's get busy with it.
Okay, I'm back. So 50/50 crowdfunding. The CEO of 50/50 crowdfunding, his name is David T. Rosen. He's a Canadian, he's a forerunner and an expert in the crowdfunding space. In fact, he's been doing this for over 16 years. He founded a similar platform to what I'm sharing with you today back in 2002. Now that platform is still running today. There are people that donated in that platform 16 years ago that are receiving donations even today. So that makes me feel good that I know this guy knows what he is doing. It's always interesting to know who is behind any online business. This guy is there. Anybody can find him. He's not hiding from anybody. He's very, very approachable. He's there for everybody. His original platform, as it says on the screen there, has nearly 680,000 members across the globe. And they're responsible for generating nearly $1 billion in donations from person to person. Huge amounts of people. Now, if you think about this for a second, in 2002, there was hardly any social media. There was definitely no Facebook. So it would have been very difficult to actually build this business back then, but yet he still managed to build it up to 680,000 members. It's a huge amount of people. Now, what's really interesting is that he launched 50/50 crowdfunding on the 4th of October. So that's just over 2 months ago. So everybody that's seeing this today in December is seeing this in its very, very early stages. When you bear in mind his last company or his previous platform is now 16 years old. Now, in just over 2 months, 50/50 crowdfunding has grown to 14,000 members across the globe in 2 months. This thing is taking off like a rocket. Those 14,000 members are responsible for, so far, 40,000 donations from person to person. In money terms, it's $7 million has been donated from person to person in the first 2 months. This is huge, huge, huge results already. I only saw this myself 2 months ago. What I liked, I joined straight away. Obviously, 14,000 people have also seen this and said, yes, this is massive. Why is it massive? Because you can see results very, very quickly. People need results, and this definitely does that. So what I want to do now is just go into a bit more detail how it works. You saw it on the video, but I think sometimes video, it just goes too quickly. So I'm going to go into a bit more detail now. So 50/50 crowdfunding is the world's first crowdfunding system that allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation centre. And I'll explain what a donation centre is as we go along. It's based on the world-famous Mobius Loop and System G technology, which is the most successful 2x2 Follow Me donation centre in history. Now, this Mobius Loop is the key. It's the system that is patented that nobody else has. Already there are copycat companies to what 50/50 are doing, but they won't have this Mobius Loop. And I'll explain how that works as we go along. But that is the key difference between this and anything else that is out there. Now, if you've been involved in any kind of home-based business in the past, and you see our 2x2 Follow Me donation centre, you'll probably assume it looks like a 2x2 force matrix. Now, you know with a force matrix, it's all about timing. You're getting in at the beginning, you're getting at the top. You'll do great. People will join later at the bottom and they don't get anything. Very unfair. What we have here is a 2x2 Follow Me donation centre. The beautiful thing about that is that as soon as you've completed your short 2x2 Follow Me centre, you'll start a new one underneath somebody else who may well have only just started. So you never just stay at the top. You'll start a brand new centre underneath somebody else. That makes it fair for everybody. Now, being only a 2 who get 2 system, it means you are likely to get help from above you within the system, and you're likely to get help from below you within the system. And this can happen within seconds of you registering. Again, my experience of multi-level marketing, home-based business, is I had to give my money to a company. And I actually got fed up of that. Here, it's peer-to-peer team crowdfunding. What that means in layman's term is that it's person to person. What that means is that when I send a donation to somebody, it goes directly from my bank account, directly to their bank account. It goes directly from my PayPal account, directly to their PayPal account. My Bitcoin wallet, directly to their Bitcoin wallet. No part of this donation goes to the company. 100% of the donation goes directly to the person it's going to go to. Every donation I receive, 100% of that donation comes back directly to me, back to my PayPal account, back to my bank account directly, or back to my Bitcoin wallet. So the question is, well, why would the company even bother doing this if they don't get anything out of it? Well, firstly, they provide us with an easiest to navigate, totally automated dashboard or website. On that website, I can see exactly who I need to donate to in real time, and I can see exactly who's going to donate to me in real time. It's just like a navigation system. It shows me exactly what's going on. For that, I pay the company, and this is the only money I pay to the company, $29 every 6 months. So that's roughly $5 a month to be able to use this service. And the bottom line is, if this company was to fall down tomorrow for whatever reason, or they decided enough's enough, they're not doing it anymore, and they disappeared, they would disappear with $29 of mine. That fits well with me. In my experience in multi-level marketing, and this is not multi-level marketing, but it is working with people, I know that for a system to be successful, it has to be simple. Now, this system I'm sharing with you today is very, very simple. There are only 3 simple steps. Step 1 is you would register with the company. You'd spend $29. And from there, you want to become an active donor. So you immediately will donate to 2 people. The minimum donation starts at $25, right up to the maximum donation of $4,000. You decide where you want to start. Once you've done that, you are now classed as an active donor. Step 2 is you want to find 2 people that also want to become active donors. They're prepared to donate. Well, firstly, they'll register with a company like you did. They spend $29. They're then going to donate to 2 people in the system. They are then an active donor. Their job is now done. Next thing to do is they're going to do what you've just done. They're going to introduce their 2 people. Like so. That, folks, is a completed donation center. It's 2 people who get 2 people, and you are the top of your donation center. It's as simple as that. Now, you being the top of your donation center means that you receive 50% of everything that happens within that donation center. Very, very simple, very, very clear. We have 8 different levels within 50/50 crowdfunding. Now, this is the first enhancement that David, the CEO, has done from his original system. That was only 1 level. Now we have 8 different levels. We have the 25, the 50, the 150, the 250, 500, 1,000, 2,000, and 4,000. The ones that are in red are the, I'd say it's like a premium level, starting at the 250 level. And that's where I personally started. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, so okay, so I started at 250. I've now got to find $500. I've now got to find $1,000. It was quickly pointed out to me, no, you don't. You start where you can start, and the donations that you actually receive from within the system, you can use that to go up to the next level. So I'm going to show you that now in a bit more detail, and I'll start from the $250 level because that's where I personally started. So at the $250 level, I am now going to donate that $250 between 2 people. So I'd send $125 to one person and $125 to the other person. I'm then classed as an active donor. I'm then eligible to receive 6 donations in that donation center, each of the value of $125. That's a total of $750. And again, I did this on day 1, as I said earlier. If I like that, I could do that exactly again. Out of that $750, I could put $250 in again, donate to 2 people again. I will then receive another 6 donations of $125, another $750. If I'm happy with how much I've received, I could walk away, and that could be the end of that. Now, when you receive $750, the smart thing to do with that is to use $250 to do it again. You've still got $500 left. With that, you could use that to go into level 5, which is the $500 level. So it's not out of pocket. This is from donations you've received. So with that, at the $500 levels, you would split that between 2 people. The system would tell you to send $250 to one person as a donation and $250 to another person as a donation. You're then qualified to receive donations on this level. 6 donations of $250, that's a total of $1,500. And again, you could walk away and say, thank you very much, I'm happy with that. I've raised what I wanted to raise, and that's the end of that. Or you might think, well, I like that, I want to do that again. Of the $1,500, you put $500 back into the system again to donate to 2 people again. Leaves you $1,000. And the smart thing to do with that $1,000 is to use that to go into level 6, the $1,000 level. And that level again, you would then split that $1,000 between 2 people, $500 to one person, $500 to the other person. You are then eligible to receive 6 donations at this level of $500. That's a total of $3,000. Bear in mind, your level 5 is independent. That will still be going as well. And your level 4 is independent. That will still be going as well. So from what I'm showing you right now, you're looking at 18 different donations, 3 lots of 6 that would head your way from within the system. And again, we have a level 7, and we have the top level, level 8, which is the $4,000 level. Now at that level, you would send a donation of $2,000 to one person and $2,000 to another person. Can you imagine receiving a donation of $2,000? Would that make a difference? Once you've done that, you're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $2,000. That's a massive total of $12,000. That can be done over and over and over again. There's no limit to how much you can receive in donations from across the globe. Now, if these numbers seem high, remember, somebody could start at the lower donation level, the lower platform. That platform is the 25, the 500, and the 150. It's called 50/50 Fast. That one has a license fee of $19 for 6 months, which I haven't even worked out what that is per month, but it's tiny. Somebody could start at the $25 level. With the donations that they receive at that level, move up to the $50 level. Once they've completed that, they can move up to the 150. From there, they can get into the bigger levels at the 250, and it's exactly as I've shown you on the screen here. To finish off, I want to show you a quick animation of how those donations would flow. And remember, this would work for every single level. It doesn't matter if it's a $25 level or if it's the $4,000 level. So I'm going to show you the $250 level. So there you are at the top of your donation center. You've already donated your $250 to 2 people in the system. You now introduce your first person, number 1, who has just donated half of their $250 to you, because this is your donation center, and the other half goes to somebody above you. You've introduced your second person. They've now donated half of their $250 to you, $125, and half will go to somebody above you. You've now received 2 donations of $125, $250. You just got back what you first donated in the first place. Number 1, I want to do the same thing. He'll introduce his first person. He'll receive $125, and you received $125 because this is your donation center we're looking at. Number 2, get started. He'll introduce his first person. He'll receive $125, and $125 floats up to you. Number 2 brings on his second person. He receives $125, and $125 floats up to you. Now, number 2 has also received 2 donations of $125. He's now received $250. He's a happy chappy. Number 1 would receive his second donation from his second person, $125, and $125 would float up to you. Now, there you are at the top of your donation center. You've now completed your donation center. You've received 6 donations of $125, totaling $750. As I said earlier, at that point, you can go, thank you very much, and you could walk away. Or the smart thing to do is to do that again and start a brand new donation center. You'd fall underneath, you'd follow your sponsor, and you fall underneath somebody else who may have only just started in this system. It could take 12 months. Then you fall straight underneath that person. Brand new person as you, who knows what you're doing, fall right underneath them. Makes it very fair for everybody. That, folks, is as simple as this platform is. We donate, we share the platform with other people, and we receive. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to end the recording now so we can actually have a chat if anybody has any other questions.